morning, and welcome to Monday Momentum number 25. If you are watching this on any other platform than Substack, this is a piece I do every Monday morning on the Digital Brew, which is a newsletter for creatives you can find over on Substack. I will place a link in the show notes, but welcome if you're not there. I appreciate you joining me today. And Monday is, in my opinion, such an important day to set the tone for the entire week. And that's why I want to come on first thing in the morning. And it helps me. It helps me boost my energy for the week. And I hope it helps you as well. Today, we are talking about a subject no one really likes to talk about. A lot of people don't even like to admit. However, I talk about it from time to time because it is, in my opinion, extremely important. And we are going to start off today with a quote. Leaders who want to succeed maximize every asset and resource they have for the benefit of their organization. John Maxwell. And I interpret this and can apply this to what we're discussing today, and that is cleaning up our digital world. And being in production, we produce shows for multiple people, multiple companies, and multiple people touch these episodes. So if the files we're looking for are not in the right place, it slows production down, it causes frustration, and it's just not good overall. So having a detailed file structure system is extremely important for us. And why we do this in the spring. And when I mean this, we declutter our digital world. We all have that file folder we put stuff into we intend to get to later. We all have a downloads folder that's probably filled with stuff we no longer need. And when we clean up these file structures and place files in the appropriate folder, we're really helping our mental clarity. We're streamlining workflows because things are where they're supposed to be, and we're reducing some overwhelm, which is very, very important. So what we do is we audit our desktop. I spent about an hour this weekend doing this very thing. So I look at my file structure. Did I build folders that I'm no longer needing? Delete them. Have I downloaded files and not placed them in the appropriate folder? We go ahead and tackle that. Maybe we restructure our entire archive system or file system and make things a little more streamlined that makes sense to others. But creating these file folders in an appropriate logical place helps us remember where we put things. We can sort, rename, archive, get rid of stuff that no longer needs to be on your machine. Maybe you use a cloud service, maybe you use external hard drives, but get them out of the fray. And this can help speed your machine up as well. Very, very important. That dreaded downloads folder. I create a lot of graphics using Canva or Photoshop, and sometimes they get downloaded to my downloads folder, uploaded to the platform where they need to be or why I created them, and they remain in my downloads folder. Well, usually at the end of the day, I go through and I clean that up. I put things where they need to be. I delete things I no longer need. But it's very, very important to keep that file system nice and tight. And again, moving important files to the right folder, extremely important. Delete unnecessary decks. We've all attended those webinars. They're like, oh, I really want to go through this slide deck later. And we download it and we never get to it. And it becomes less and less important to us. So typically files that I've downloaded a long time ago, I don't even look at them. If I've downloaded it and have it put it where it belongs, I probably don't need it, number one. I'm probably never going to take the time to use it. So let's just get it out of the mix. Let's take this one step farther and look at the software applications or apps we may have downloaded onto our machine. If we're not using them, let's delete them. Let's get rid of them. Let's keep our machine as lean as possible. This is also a great time to clear cookies and cache um, in our browsers. And I use multiple browsers simultaneously. So right now I have two different Google accounts opened, on one on each screen, and on my third screen I have an Edge browser open. Well, they all create cookies, they all create cache, and these files can slow down your machine as well. So it's a great time to go through and clean up our cookies and cache. It's also a great time to back up our computer system. The majority of what we do is in the cloud. So, worst case scenario, if my machine died, I would be okay, maybe missing, half a day's worth of work, because I religiously place files and folders where they need to be. It's also another great time to update our software. Is our operating system up to date? Are all of our drivers current? This is important for security. This is important just for optimization and keeping our machine lean and running fast. With production work, we organize files by client. And then inside of that client folder, we have an administration folder for anything administratively related. We have an issues or episode folder. Every episode has its own file folder. Within that file folder, we have art specific to that episode or issue. We have copy folder. We have a social media folder containing all the different platforms that we produce social media content for, Facebook, IG, TikTok. So those files are in the appropriate folders. And then, after that episode's published and public and that social media campaign has run, it could be a week, 2 weeks, 10 days later, we'll archive that episode and get it off of our machine. Some of our episodes, an hour long video, for example, that file folder for that specific episode can be 10 gigs in size. So getting that into archive is extremely important, in my opinion. And it's also a great time to, use this time to realign our vision and goals that we have. I constantly look at my goals. I constantly revamp my goals and, tweak tasks and projects associated with achieving that goal. So it's also another great time to step back and look at this. But it's spring. Let's take spring cleaning into our digital life and clean up those machines. It will be appreciated by your computer and yourself. We no longer want to ask ourselves, where did I put that folder? Very, very important. That's it for today's Monday Momentum on Digital Brew. And if you're on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, I encourage you to head on over to Substack and search for us there, or hit that link in the show notes. Much appreciated. We'll see you next time.